Bank jobs, they're old news. Too much security, too much risk, too few exit points. There's a new job on the radar. The supermarket heist. I'm Tony Morrison. That's Morrison. So don't take it as an opportunity to mock the irony of this situation. I rob supermarkets. Tesco made $3.4 billion last year. That's £6,500 a minute, £108 a second. The doors are massive. The guards are Ponzi retired bouncers. The job is easy. The oddest thing you come across is heroic little bastards trying to save the day. Someone threw a frozen trick in at me the other day. Hit me right in the fucking neck. Fucking poultry. It's a rich life, but a tough one. You don't trust anyone. You can't. I once trusted someone too much and he fucked me. The only person in the world I trust, the person I love more than anyone, someone I share a peaceful and tranquil love with, is my wife, Brenda. She's lovely. Well, most of the time anyway. Thing is, I run the show. I've got the skills and the know-how, but I can get reckless. She keeps me in check. I don't think I'd have lasted long without her. I'd probably be behind bars, maybe even dead. She was the one who spotted Mark's behaviour. He was my old accomplice. We were one hell of a team. We once took an Asda up in Lancaster for more than the local out west had been taken for the same day. But he turned on me, robbed my stash and took off in our getaway. She followed us that day. She saved me. So when she does turn into a nasty bitch, I remind myself what she's done for me and it's okay again. I told her that I killed him that day. I knew she'd worry if he was still out there, so I lied. It was okay though. He'd never come back. Unluckily for me, he was in my fucking kitchen. He was bigger than he used to be, and he took me down. But he had a suggestion. Apparently the whole of the southwest had accumulated its funds at one Sainsbury's. This was a fucking huge sum, not some shitty till raid. He took me round. One last job. He told me this was good for the both of us, but if I fucked him like he did to me, he was a bit of a bigger deal these days, and he had the power and the people to get me killed. Brenda was shitting herself. She even made a break for it, but he wanted there too. He knew I trusted her, but he certainly didn't feel the same way, especially seeing as it was her that found him out in the first place. I told her it would be okay. I told her this is what we wanted. I think in some way she believed me. I didn't believe me though. I had a feeling right in my gut something was going to fuck up. He gave us one last rousing speech, talked us through his plan, and then we left. Halfway there I had a moment. I hesitated. I couldn't trust him. I stopped. I gave Brenda a look. She knew what I was doing. But then he showed me something in his pocket, and I knew I didn't have a choice. Fucking supermarket jobs. They weren't meant to be this scary. This was meant to be the easy life. It was the biggest amount of money we'd ever done. A ludicrous amount. It was meant to be the best day of our lives. Just unfortunately for me, my skull wasn't quite strong enough to maintain the blow of a frozen fucking turkey. Fucking poultry. In 1997, a man called Rick Bucklerchev walked into a supermarket and shot his wife, her brother, and himself in the head. It was understood for years that this man had gone insane, murdering 2 innocent people. Only recently has information been uncovered to prove that this in fact was not true. With the recent capture of gang leader Brulchich Foxton, an entire generation of underlying corruption has been revealed. Using information gathered from Foxton's hidden memoirs, the truth to this tale has been discovered. Mr. Bucklerchev had been shrouded by an intense debt, one that had threatened to take his house and leave him and his pregnant wife on the streets. He had borrowed money from a helpful hand, a Mr. Stelvin Brookyar. Unknowingly to Rick, this man was an employee of the notorious Brulchich Foxton. Having failed to make the money to pay back the debt, Rick was faced to make a choice. Death to him and his pregnant wife, or for him to work for Foxton doing his dirty work. He had only one option. He beat people up who owed Foxton money. He robbed people who were disobeying orders or the gang. He harmed innocent civilians and framed Foxton's competitors. He had become a monster to save his family's life. His wife could not take the pressure. She was on edge as he was. The stress of the situation caused her to lose the baby. Rick fell to pieces. His actions had put them into debt. His decision to go to Stelvin had led them to Foxton. His actions had killed their baby. But she was his rock.
As he crumbled, she held him together. Every time he told her he was to quit, she would force him back to Foxton. Palsy allergic. A man sent by Foxton startled him in his house that same day. Despite a struggle, the man got the better of Rick and convinced him he had no choice but to carry out this man's orders. However, Foxton had underestimated Rick's guile. He recognized this man as his wife's brother, regardless of the fact that he had only seen him in pictures that she kept hidden from him. He realized he had been played. For the past 3 years he had been risking his life, harming innocent people, to protect a wife loyal to the very man forcing him to do these things. It is understood that Rick kept his revelation quiet and opted to go with the man to do the job anyway. His wife made a feeble attempt at escape. This silly charade irritated Rick, but he kept quiet. He hadn't decided what to do with her yet. Within the car, the police recovered tapes of recordings from Allergic's wire. Rick asked his wife why she didn't care that they'd lost the baby. She remained silent. Palsy Allergic explained their plan. They were to blow up a supermarket run by the rivals of Brochilch Foxton. There were reported sightings of Rick's car stopping in the middle of the road, just 10 minutes before the shooting, waiting for a few seconds, then pulling away again. All that was heard on the wire from within the car was, "You were never pregnant, were you?" before Valergic forced him to continue. Upon arrival to the supermarket, Rick took his wife and her brother to the side and shot them both in the head before shooting himself. Some witnesses claimed to have heard him utter the words Foxton before he pulled the trigger. This tragic tale has encouraged the Bosnian government to crack down on Bosnian gang war and loan sharking, and have named the mission Operation Rick.
Tara? 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 Hi. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot.
I've been calling you. Why haven't you answered your phone?
I ran out of battery. I'm really sorry.
I told you I needed to go to Sainsbury's. I told you. Fucking come down with me tonight. I haven't got any fucking food.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say. The football was on. Sean Goethe scored an amazing goal. I had to stay.
I don't care. You've been drinking, haven't you? What am I going to make them? Beans on fucking toast?
No, we're out of beans. I've only had one beer. I can still drive.
I'm only going to have about half an hour once we've got back.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Jamie's 30-minute meals.
You've always wanted to do the Moroccan medley. Billy, how's it going, mate?
How's it going, Mike?
Yeah, what are you doing it?
Just came to see my old mate, mate. Hope I'm not imposing.
Oh, we're just off to Sainsbury's, mate. Do you want to come? She's on come down with me tonight.
Yeah, I could come. I could do some floss. Look at the plaque I've been accumulating on this bad one.
Alright, let's go.
Shotgun!
Oh, you have it then.
It's going to be okay, you know. We'll get your ingredients. You'll win. Come dine with me. Just don't worry. Trust me.
Pretty sure Sainsbury's has got a buy one, get one free offer on chicken livers.
What's wrong?
I've forgotten my nectar card. Don't worry, I've got mine.
Why don't you come dine with me tomorrow?
This is the credit soundtrack. 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 This is the credit soundtrack.